Yesterday is gone. Why are you still thinking about yesterday? Yesterday is gone. Why are you still harping on and thinking about yesterday? Unless you're trying to make an improvement for tomorrow or today. But still shouldn't be harping on it. It's gone, man. It's gone. It was yesterday. Quit beating yourself up about it. Quit stressing about it. That's the topic of today's video. This is something that I like to practice on. This is something that I can find a lot of value in. I mentioned this in one of my other videos where I'm not the only one that goes through this. I know a lot of people that, especially when they're really interested in getting things done, have that type A personality, they go through this as well. I'll have where life is just trucking along and you come up and there's a fork in the road. Now, this fork in the road where you can go left and you can go right, this is different from other forks in the road where it's just a matter of choice, and you clearly know when you're making your choice, you got your good choices and your bad choices. We're not talking about this. We're talking about this is a fork in the road, and you're trying to make the best educated guess that you can. But there's no way of knowing left or right which way this is going to go. So you try to take all the information, everything at your disposal, and you try to make the best choice possible. You make that choice. And since it's a fork in the road, it's 50-50. Either it will or it won't. And we're going to touch on that after I get done making this point. You make your choice. If it pans out, good. You're like, whew, live to tell the tale. Live to tell it another day. However the saying goes. You're like, okay, good. But if it doesn't go the way that it's in your favor and you make that choice, remember, you're taking all the same approaches. Like I said, you're really trying to make the best choice possible. You're not being caught up in the moment. You're trying to do the best thing you can. You make a choice. You choose that other path. It doesn't go your way. You beat yourself up on it. Man, why did I choose this? Should have made the other choice. It's not fair. It's not fair to you. Now, before I lose my train of thought on the other point that I was getting ready to make when I was talking about that 50-50 and you just making that choice. See, it's already slipping my mind. Give me a second. Let me think here. What was I getting ready to say? Because at least once I put it all out there, I can kind of jump around on it how I want. What I was getting ready to say I remember now. Obviously, you've lived past some of both of these forks in the road where things worked out and they didn't. The point is, you're at where you're at now if you're watching this video. Think about it. Even if you made the so-called wrong choice, but it was the best choice available when you were making those choices at the time and it still panned out wrong, you still made it through. You're still at this point that you're at right now. That's my point. That's the point that I'm making in this video. Well, it's actually both points that I'm making. When you're trying to strive to do better than your last day and you're trying to stock up to make for a good future, a good today, that's fine. You're trying to avoid some of the pitfalls and the mistakes. You're looking on some of those past days, that's fine. We don't want to harp and just live in the past. You don't want to keep beating yourself up and thinking about yesterday. Yesterday can make you mad. Yesterday can make you miss out on today. Think about it. If you're always spending time in the rear with your time, you're always in the hole. It's like being in debt. It's like you being in debt and you're taking out a loan to pay off your other debt, and you keep it going. Then you take out another loan to pay off that loan. You're always living in the rear. So it's the same thing with your time. When do you ever get caught up? When do you ever go, okay, this stops here. Let's deal with this now. No, I'm not taking out another loan. We're going to deal with this now. I'm going to ease up on my spending so I can get this under control. It's the same thing with your time. Yesterday was yesterday. Today is today. Tomorrow's tomorrow. If you can get to tomorrow. Today is today. You opened your eyes, you're in today. You're in the right now. We're not thinking about yesterday. It's gone. This is something I have to remind myself of. Especially when you're thinking about things where you may have been wronged. It may have been some emotions involved. You got today. Another thing that's kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, but it can be just as detrimental to ruining your day, is thinking too hard into the future. This is completely separate from the short-term and long-term goals that we're talking about, that we've talked about on this channel. I'm guilty of doing this. You got something planned out, I said it right. You got something planned out for the future. Man, I can't wait till this passes. Or it can be something that you're stressing about. Man, I can't wait till this is over. I can't wait till this is over. You find yourself consistently rushing time by. You're doing everything but the now. Then when you have the now, either you're looking for something from the past to try to soothe how you're feeling about whatever occurred yesterday, or you're wasting time till this day in the future arrives. You're doing everything but what you could be doing in the now. That's where the problems come in at. This is where stress is. This is where anxiety, depression, a lot of things can set in. Because you're looking at two different things, one that's already happened and another one that hadn't happened yet. Stress. Yesterday is gone. We're talking about today. It was one of the things that I even saw. I remember one time I was watching a video and it was talking about basically with dieting and eating. And the video that I was watching, the people that were talking, they were talking about how they follow this real strict diet on how they do. And they had a day where they messed up. And one of the things that just really stuck out to me was they were like, man, when I woke up the next day, it was like, that was yesterday. Today is today. It's fine. It's fine on what I did yesterday. It's fine. We're going to move forward, going back into my diet. One of the things I remember they also had mentioned, which was really encouraging, they had stated, I had thoughts of just writing today off. I did that yesterday. Go ahead and do it today. And I was like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and get back to it because, today is a new day. And this is how you get over hurdles. This is how you stop beating yourself up. This is the reason why we're talking about yesterday was gone. That's my 2 cents on it. If you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on other social media, Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram. Obviously, I'm on YouTube. This is where I'm hosting my videos at. Check the link in the description box. That's where you'll find a link to my book, I Am Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. The book can be gotten on Amazon in an ebook or a paperback copy. Until next time, stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I'm Aim. You have a good one.